it's Hatsy and I'm back with a brand new video. This time we are going to be building my real house in The Sims 4. So I've been wanting to do this for a while and it's been very highly requested because the last one that I did of these, well, apparently some people really enjoyed it. So you wanted me to do it again because I moved house. I actually moved back to England I think about 4 months ago now, roundabout. So yeah, before that I lived in Germany on a farm, but now I live in an ordinary English new house. So it may look quite plain on this build video. I mean, like, I could have exaggerated it, I could have made it a lot better than it does actually look, but because it's supposed to be a realistic build and a lot of people are genuinely curious about where I live and what my house looks like and stuff, I tried to stick to the house as much as possible. So yeah, if you want me to exaggerate it and tell you how I would like it to look or do some crazy things with it, then we can do that. Just let me know. I haven't actually done the interior of this build, so this is just the exterior of it. And I don't know if I'm going to do the interior, to be honest. The reason why is because I'm a little bit worried that if I do the interior, I won't have it finished to the way that I want it. So yeah, I may wait a little bit until I've got the interior in the actual house that I have finished, just like completed, all done, I don't know. Like, we'll see what happens. So yeah, the front of the house is really strange, but there will be pictures at the end of a very similar looking house to this. It's almost identical, the one that you'll see at the end, the real life picture of the house, because a lot of people are requesting like real life pictures and stuff. So yeah, I did pick one off the website of the sort of style that this house is, but the only difference is my bay windows on the other side. So it is actually correct the way that I've got it, but the house that I'll show you at the end isn't actually my house, it's just one that really looks like my house. So yeah, like, it always looks better on the pictures, right? That someone else has taken. It was very difficult because we have this massive black door at the front and it's kind of old but modern. Oh, it doesn't even make sense when I say it like that. But yeah, the style that we went for was kind of traditional but also with like a modern twist. I'm not like a very modern house buyer, but in actual fact the build itself is pretty modern, especially in the kitchen. The kitchen's like really silver and we've got like an outdoor patio and stuff, which is kind of cool. So yeah, you'll see that in a bit. And what I was doing here is, even though I'm not doing the interior, I mean, I'll see what you think in the comments below. Let me know if you want to see the interior and I will do it. But yeah, what I was doing is I was separating the rooms so that I knew exactly where the rooms are. So the rooms that you see now are exactly the rooms that I have in the house. So yeah, anyway, the last build that I did was the German house that I lived in. And a lot of people were saying that because I was so indecisive with where everything was, it didn't look genuine. But I can honestly promise you, like, I wouldn't lie about where I live or anything. I mean, this is my house and you can see pictures and stuff. I'm sure if you did your research, you could probably find out which one it was. But you might not want to do that because that would be kind of unfair. And you'd probably just see me in my dressing gown, just like, hey. And it would probably ruin everything for you. So don't do that. Doing the landscaping, which of course, if you watch my other builds, this is my favourite part. And we do have a little bit of landscaping at the front and also around the back of the house in the garden. And we just have like plants and stuff there. So I thought I'd show you those. I mean, they've kind of died out because of the winter and stuff. It was a real shame because when I first moved in, there was this really nice flower hanging basket at the front. And then when we actually moved in, they took it down. So I was like, oh, where's my hanging basket? I want it back. I have a thing with plants. I love them, but I can't keep them. I'm really bad at keeping plants. Anyway, moving on around the sides of the build. Now, I do just want to make it quite clear that this house isn't this spaced out. So this is a very suburban English area. So the houses are very close together. You'll notice that with new builds in England if you've seen them before. They really don't spare any inches whatsoever. So I am right next to the neighbours on either side. And I guess that's good, and it's also kind of bad because you don't get as much privacy, maybe. Like, I mean, at a push, if I looked out my window, then I could see into their garden and vice versa. But why would I want to do that anyway, you know? Maybe if I was back in Germany and had those weird neighbours again, then yeah, maybe they'd want to do that to me. But no, not around here. Everyone's really nice. We have some really nice neighbours actually. It was so odd though because the people on the left of us, the left of us, well, I hadn't met them like at all. I knew that they lived there and they've been living there for longer than us. And it was really strange to see them for the first time. And do you know what the weird thing is? They don't use their front door. How strange is that though? So like, all I saw was them come around the back gate and I was thinking, that's why I haven't seen you, because we would kind of hear you like going out the front of your house, but you use the back gate. That's kind of shifty, do you think? I don't know them though. But yeah, so everyone's really quiet around this area. And another thing is, it's full of people a very similar age to me, which is quite nice. I mean, I don't speak to anyone, so it wouldn't really matter. But it's quite nice to see really young, ambitious people all living in an area like this. So yeah, I like that a lot. Now the colour of the house was really difficult because this is the brick, I swear. This is like the exact same brick I have on the house, but it's not the exact colour. It's like a more orangey colour. And even on the picture at the end, it's more orange than that. And yeah, it's not exact. So there will be things on this that you'll see that I'll have done differently for a reason. I mean, if you want me to like specify why I did things differently, then I will. But also that garage is black. So we have a black front door and we have a black garage. And trust me, you don't want to open up that garage. Oh my gosh. So when I moved from Germany, there was nowhere to put this massive sofa that we had. So we just like stored it in the garage with loads of other stuff, and we don't go in there. We don't touch it. We don't want to think about it. It stays in the garage because that's the best place for it, trust me. It's this massive sofa. Anyway, moving on to the back of the build. So in English houses, normally the backs of the houses are quite ugly. Now I don't want to say that in a nasty way because it is like my house. I do of course love this home and stuff. But yeah, the back is not its best feature. And it's quite modern around the back and it looks a little bit uneven. More uneven than the front, even though the front's quite uneven. The window at the front frustrates me because I wish that it was centered, but it's not. And that's how it is in our actual house. So it works well because it looks like it. But if I could change one thing about the house, I would make that front window even, because there's no real point of it, you know, it's just like an uneven window and I just want to move it. I just want to go on a building course just to learn how to rearrange my window, just because I'm like that. But yeah, so what you see here is the start of other people's houses, because again, this is our tiny plot and then you've got someone else's. There's also a house around the back. And I usually see Terry there, so you'll know about Terry if you've watched my other videos. I think I've only talked about her like twice, 3 times or so, and I swear I changed her name as well. But yeah, so if you don't know who Terry is, she's this woman, and she deals with all the estate agent stuff, but it is her like job to make sure that we're happy here, etc. She checks on us every couple of months, make sure everything's fine. And the truth is, it hasn't been great, like, you know, in terms of things going wrong. I mean, we've had creaking doors, and that is just like the start of it. Creaking doors, the kitchen ceiling's leaking again, and we had someone around to fix it, and they promised us that it was fixed, and it's not fixed. We've got to get that sorted again. We have this thing on the banister, and it's like this kind of white painted square, and it just came off, and I was like, oh. I'm holding part of my own banister in my hands. This is really weird. But yeah, moving on. So back to the bay window. This was odd because I haven't even paid this close attention to it, but I really like it, you know. It's such a nice window. If I had the money to invest though, what I would do is I would have seats behind it, like white or cream seats, so that you can kind of look out the window and it can be really nice. But yeah, we don't have that yet. Anyway, that is the end of the build. I really hope you enjoyed it, and if you want to see the interior of this build, if you want to see me dress it up a bit, or if you've got any other ideas for builds that you want to see, let me know, because I'm also going to be building my dream house really soon, so I'm excited for that. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll speak to you all in the next video.